Hello and welcome to Clairvoyant Conversations. This is the first reading back for January, so we're just starting 2021. So I think we did our last one, it must have been on the last day of December for last year. So let's pick some cards moving forward into this next week in January and see what comes up. So we'll just start by picking for the collective. So we're just waiting for a few more people to join as well. Okay, so let's pick 3 cards heading into next week. So that will be the next couple of days in the middle. Hi, Nikita. Hi, Lara. So we will be doing personal readings soon as well, but first we're going to start by doing collective. So we're just going to pick a few cards to see what's happening over the next couple of days, then around midweek and towards the end of next week. Okay, and we're just going to have a feel into the energies for this. Hello, Katie. Oh, hello to new ones here. Margaret, I see that you're new. Hi, Samantha. Hi, Sana. Sending you love all the way over the other side of the world. Let me just feel into what's happening. Okay, so getting into the energies for next week coming, I'm actually seeing this orb of energy and it feels to me like a blue-green ball. Hey, Kelly. We're going to be doing some cards personally soon, but let me pop you on the list. Okay, so for the collective, I'm seeing a blue-green energy over the next couple of days. This energy usually symbolizes more of like a heart healing energy. So just paying attention to what's coming up, and I haven't actually checked the astrology going into next week as well. So that would be really interesting to check what's happening astrologically. Also, this is a great time to reflect and look at the goals and things that you want to set up for yourself leading into this year. What is it that you desire to manifest? Really holding that positive intention and holding those positive feelings around focusing on that. So really trying to create it as though it's already happened. But yeah, seeing this blue and green orb going into next week. The other thing I'm seeing is it grounding in like a confidence color. So we'll flip that card. Yep, that makes sense. So we've got the blue green come up. So this is the card of gain. And so we were talking about manifesting. So for those of you that watch me regularly, you know that when I read the cards, I'm reading them face down and we're looking into the psychometry or the energy of the card. And we're asking for, to get visions and to see different insights. Hello, beautiful people joining us. Thank you for joining us tonight. We'll be taking a list shortly just to add to the list and go through as many names as we can. But yeah, so we have this, which is about a 9 of discs as well. So this for me is about manifestation. It means almost there. What I'm feeling with this though was to bring that heart energy down into confidence. I also feel like it's kind of like cleaning out the closet because they're going like this with energy too. So it's about getting like organized. It's about sort of like setting out your goals and attention. It's weird that they said attention. It's setting out like your goals and everything that you wish to take into this new year with you. So let's have a look midweek. Midweek I'm seeing a lot more yellow come up. There's a lot more insights. It might be sort of like knowing where you stand with different things. The other thing that I'm also seeing with this yellow too is gaining more kind of like information. They're just saying the words like top up on an informational level. So really looking into how you can gain like more learning on a deeper level this next week, but they're also saying the words this year too. So if there's anything that you've been holding back on, this year feels like an amazing year to study, to upgrade, and to kind of take your career and take your interest to a next level. So let's flip this card. Yeah, look at this. We've got a lot of yellow in this too. And this is about moving forward. So definitely moving forward with your studies and different things. It's a really good time going into next week to start to anchor in courses, especially online, as online is more secure because we do have the potential things happening worldwide, as we all know, to do with virus stuff and things like that. But this is really about starting to get into the leadership, taking the reins to do with your future. These are really positive cards, gain, and then we have the Prince of Wands. So this is also about your spiritual path too. So if there is a course or something that you're looking at doing as far as like self-development and things like that, this is a really great time to kind of like get that happening for you and going towards The end of next week, I feel like we're coming up on a reflective type time. I'm being shown a body of water, and they're showing me to look into the reflection of time. The other thing that I'm also seeing is trees that are reflected upon the water too. So I feel that this is the time to get back to nature, to kind of like reflect into those things that kind of top you up on a spiritual and emotional level, is also where it feels like a good time. So this would be around sort of like Wednesday, Thursday next week to go into a deeper reflective side of things. So it would be interesting to look at the astrology that pairs with that. I haven't had a chance this week. I'm going to flip this card. Yeah, look at this. We've got Princess of Cups. So she is very beautiful. She's holding that shell with the turtle in it. So there's a lot of wisdom here, but it's coming through from a spiritual intuitional point of view. There's a reflection coming in from a higher world. So around her head, it's very hard to focus with this camera, but you can see like around this swan area at the top of her head in this picture, we have crystals. She brings them down through her grace and her wisdom, and they manifest on this dress, which is of a purple, violet sort of color. So through this kind of like spiritual intuition and through this medicine that she brings, she manifests different things, but she has to first connect to those spiritual realms. So spending a lot of time, and we have the watery image of the fish in this as well. So spending time in nature, you know, a week from now is what I'm feeling with this, and I'm just gonna have a look if we need any confirmation. So it feels like a redirection type energy, a time for reflecting and time for clearing. I'm just pulling two cards really quick. Yep. So this is just to kind of like add further value to what we've just said. This is about getting outside of the box in regards to your thinking. It's turning, it's funny that we pulled it out this way. Hi Anna, beautiful to see you on here. Sending my love to you and your beautiful girl too. So yeah, this is about sort of like turning things upside down, looking at it from a different point of view. It's about looking at yourself as a container. So what is it that we want to hold in ourselves emotionally, physically, spiritually, mentally? Hi Mike. Hi Annie, beautiful to see you on here. Oh, that's such a good thing that you're thinking about study. Really good time for thinking about study. The other thing that we have with this too is this is almost like he's emptying out the container. So what is it that you've been holding onto that you want to let go of? The other thing too is once we transcend and we learn to kind of like filter out and let go of whether it's expectations, whether it's things that we no longer need, we can step into this role, which is the role of the Hierophant. In other cards, this will present sometimes kind of like as a priest. To me, this represents as kind of like a magician or like a magi, magic person. So you can see here we have this beautiful girl, this Egyptian girl or lifetime in spirit. So this to me represents the knowledge of spirit, the knowledge of like past lives and things that we're amalgamating and bringing together into the now. So for those of you that I was saying about like study, if that's resonating for you, also looking into the spiritual studies too. This has a lightning bolt inspiration energy. So this is really about paying attention to these higher energies and frequencies coming in. So if you feel like driven or you have a repetitive thought in a direction to move somewhere in terms of study, or whether it's relocation for, you know, work or for home, this kind of thing, pay attention to what feels like it's coming through like lightning or like inspiration. The other thing that we have with this is a lot of Taurus energy. So it's kind of like being that mother nurturer, but I feel to the self at the moment. Taurus is also ruled by that beautiful Venus energy. I'm just reading a couple of your messages. So yeah, really like giving yourself that Venus energy at the moment too. The other thing that we have as well, I'm just hearing with this card too, it's reinstilling confidence in self. This is possibly that some of you may have relied on other people as well. Yeah, this feels to me like it's really time to draw on and summon on this inner strength. So tap into that strength of the Taurus energy with this. Hi, Katie Bell. I'm going to add you to the list as well, as I promised I would. So let's get straight in. And Janine Grimson, let's pop you on. Thank you for the stars. Beautiful. And let's pop some others on. Okay, we're going to pop these cards back into the deck, but I hope that made sense to you all for a general reading. If anyone's just joining us now, we do always start with a general reading just so that no one misses out. So let's get some names on this list and we'll get to as many as we can. So we've got Kirsty Mubin. Hope I'm saying everyone's name right. And we have Annie Elizabeth. So I'm just taking names to pick some cards. So let's start with this. Okay, so we want to pick one for Kelly first. All right, so Kelly, the first thing that that I'm getting taken to when I pick a card for you is throat chakra. I feel that it's really about voicing different things. The other thing I'm getting taken to feels like a little bit allergen-ish, whether there's been some pollens that have been bugging me lately or whether it's some dust. I'm just sort of feeling like that sneezy type feeling is what Spirit's showing me. They're also sort of showing me things to do with stomach and liver, so I'm not sure if that's been coming up for you, but I'm also getting Spirit standing around me really strong. I feel like it's someone that may have passed or transitioned, could have even been a while ago, but I feel that Spirit is trying to communicate to you at the moment, and they're showing me it's almost like they're coming through connected to do with sneezes. Or connected to do with like this sinusy type feeling as well, whether you're just becoming more sensitive on a deeper level. The other thing they're showing me is a path, and I'm seeing a cross come onto the path. So whether it's felt like that you were going a certain way and it feels like there's a block, or it feels like someone has sort of like crossed the path, or is doing something that would represent a cross on the path, whether you feel that there's a change of direction or like feeling paused or wanting to change path altogether, they're showing me this sort of energy. So let's flip this card. Yeah, we have the Science card, which is Six of Swords. So there's something on an intellectual or emotional level that might be going on at the moment that might feel like it's a little bit of a standstill. We have Mercury and Aquarius energy, so something might be making you overthink. Aquarius is also to do with like, you know, being that knowledge bearer. They're ones that bring higher ideals into the world too. So looking at what it is that you want it to bring through for yourself as a higher ideal and different things. They're saying the words today. So whether you need to kind of, they're saying scrap some things and look at it from today. So I'm seeing what looks to be like a pros and cons list, but they're showing me on a spiritual, mental, emotional, and physical level as well. The other thing that they're pointing to, I'm just seeing the word religion come up too. So whether it's about like mustering up like a deeper sense of faith within yourself, whatever that might mean to you, it might be about sort of getting in touch with your own higher self. It doesn't have to mean with other deities and different things, or it might be connecting to that God consciousness within, but they keep showing me this is something that resides within. Remembering that science and spirituality used to be linked together, and it's only really over, you know, the last epoch that they got separated. So this is about looking within to your heart in order to kind of figure out where you really stand in a crossroad. And I feel that you know at a core level, but it's only like the mind and emotions that are coming in that are possibly making you second guess this. So I hope that that helps. Trying not to be in your head too much might also help to bring about that balance so that it doesn't feel too overwhelming. So Katie Bell, let's pick a card for you. Just clear this. All right, so I'm feeling your energy starting to come through really clear. They're showing me a basket, and what I'm seeing in this basket, I'm seeing them say the words like nourishment and nurture. And what I'm seeing is Spirit is showing me a basket and putting all your favorite things in this basket. So I'm seeing like bath salts, I'm seeing crystals in there, I'm seeing beautiful teas, and I'm seeing like different chocolates and different things as well. Yeah, they're just talking about like building things up for you. I feel like emotionally this year has already been possibly like a little bit bumpy. They're definitely showing me like in relation to last year, it's time to kind of like spoil and nurture yourself and really take this time out to surround yourself with all these beautiful things and top yourself up is what they're showing me. I'll just see if there's anything else that we feel in connection to this. They're saying and emphasizing on the word connection, and I feel that they're really talking about like reconnection back to yourself, Let's flip this over. Yeah, look at this. This is the Sun. So this is about like, it's the happiest card in the deck. It also has like a lightning bolt of light come in too. So this is about building yourself up to feel like that you are the sun shining in your life, because this is going to come through into all the different sectors once you start to bring this energy through. So really looking at how can you best, also we have these beautiful cherubs, angelic type beings that have butterfly wings. So this for me speaks of transformation, and I'm hearing them say the words, the power of human transformation. So looking at what you can put into this little basket that they were showing before at the start, and how this will help to balance and add more value to different parts of your life. Because if you're feeling charged up, then you can, you know, give more to your family, to yourself, to your friends. They're showing me this kind of energy, and looking at what it is that makes you happy. Feeling a clearing in the throat chakra come up when we talk about this. So really to the core of it, looking at what makes you happy is kind of like that linchpin going forth for the rest of the year, is what I'm seeing to do with this. The other one that I'm seeing connected with this is a lot of Cancerian energy. So looking at how can you best nurture yourself. So asking yourself this question, am I nurturing myself today? Or how can I nurture myself today? So yeah, a very interesting card. I hope that that helps, and I hope that you're having a beautiful night. Okay, so we've got one for Gianni or Janine. I'm sorry, I'm just like thinking reading your name. Grissom. So let's pick a card for you, and I see that you're also talking about number synchronicities, and thank you so much for the beautiful comments about my readings as well. Really appreciate it, everyone. And hello to people that are just joining us. Thank you, Jess, you're so sweet. All right, so let's have a look for you, Janine, and let's see what it is. It's funny, I'm hearing Spirit sing, and this is really random, that song from the movie Grease, where Sandy sing and Danny sing, You're the One That I Want. So I'm hearing Spirit sing this, so whether there's someone around or someone that you're sort of like feeling this, there's almost like a nostalgia attached to this energy with it. So whether this is reflecting on past lovers, and I'm feeling a little bit of a lean into the past, because sometimes Spirit will show left is like leaning into the past. So yeah, very interesting. Let's have a look what else we see. Yeah, so I'm just hearing Spirit clearly sing that. So let's flip this. So we have the Queen of Wands. This for me sometimes represents lower chakras, even though it's a beautiful wands energy, which is like that higher spiritual connection, especially because it's the Queen too. So she kind of like lovingly will use her gut and her heart to connect to Spirit. So whether Spirit is speaking to you to connect to someone from the past, whether this is a past lover, you might even just be feeling or thinking about them. They might just be coming up at the moment as well. I'm just reading how. So G-Ni. Oh, perfect. Oh, like I dream of. Oh, thank you. I love I Dream of Genie. That's a much easier way for me to remember. Thank you. So yeah, what I see with this too is this cat standing almost like a guardian on a portal. So yeah, this beautiful goddess. This is about you reclaiming and standing in your power and remembering like how you've felt when you've been in that. The word Spirit's giving me is like pinnacle point of attraction. So where you felt magnetically attractive to the world, to opportunity, they're saying bring this charisma in, be that kind of like Sandy D character in Greece, where, you know, she's the new girl in school and everyone's like, oh, who's that? Spirit is showing me this kind of energy, but they're talking about spiritual magnetism, and we can see that kind of energy and electricity in this card. We also have the pine cone or pineal gland at the top of the wand too. So this is also about like psychic attraction and things too. So really interesting. It's going to be an interesting week, it feels like. Pay attention to your thoughts, because if you're thinking about someone, they might possibly be thinking about you. Let's just get a quick confirmation on that. We'll just flip a card really quick. Yeah, power. This is about standing in your power. So beautiful message. Also, this is about who you kind of like open your energy up to, and really not letting some drain you. So it's choosing and being selective about who you let into your energy and your aura. So let's pick one for Kirsty. Okay, so Kirsty Passalich, I think it was. All right. All right, so the first thing that Spirit is taking me to with you, Kirsty, is I'm getting taken to ears. And Spirit is going like this, drawing attention to ears. And they're saying, pay attention, listen, and they're going like this, circling around my ears. So whether you've been hearing a message from Spirit, or whether Spirit has been coming through other people and saying the same thing over and over again. So this is very interesting. Oh, thank you so much, Jeannie. I'm glad that you get what I mean about Sandy. Really, really came through very strong, that message. So for you, Kirsty, I feel this energy of like listening, and Spirit's like, listen. And they're showing me, it's like, you know how we listen to a shell and we hear the ocean sound, which is really our blood. Sana, let's pop you on here as well. Yeah, Spirit is knocking on your door. Let's see if we can dive deeper into that. Okay, so I'm just having a look. We'll flip this card. Yeah, so this is a card of virtue. I feel that this is about listening to your intuition. This is about you connecting very more confidently, listening to the messages that you get with Spirit. This is about trusting your intuition, but in a leadership way. So it's taking your own intuitional advice over the advice of friends and family. This is really a reminder for you to, have that strong conviction within yourself. Oh, thanks, Jeannie. You said, yes, I know exactly what you mean. And thank you so much. Once again, you nailed it. Thank you. Sending you lots of love. So yeah, for you, Kirsty, this is about you staying in your power, stay in your lane, and draw things to you. So it feels really powerful at the moment. Let's pick one for you, Annie Elizabeth. And Spirit's just guiding me to pick this card out of the deck. I'm seeing that energy come up to do with this study. And what I'm seeing is they're showing me on intellectual level with this study as well, but they're going like this. So I'm seeing different things line up. And what I mean by this is it's going from like a mental level to emotional level to a spiritual level. I'm seeing a different type of study to do with all of these. Hello to everyone just joining us. I'm going to get to as many as we can tonight. You're welcome, Kirsty. So yeah, what I see with this as well, they're saying the words like level up. I think it's the Sierra song, possibly, level up. So I'm seeing that it's like, you have so much, how would I say this? You have so much available to you from Spirit. You have such a beautiful mind in the way that you think and look at the world. They're taking it sort of like outside of the physical body and looking at things from a prism. And I mean PRISM. And what I mean by that is when we look at things from a different fractal approach, we may see the world in different ways. They're saying there's so much that you bring to the world in the way that you can view it differently from other people. And because you can sort of take yourself out of your body and look at it from a spiritual level, take yourself out emotionally and look at it from a different angle and mentally. So let's flip this card. Yeah, it's the card of gain. Look at all these beautiful circles lining up. This is about you exploring your heart and what your heart really wishes to say. Oh, you're welcome, Kirsty. So yeah, oh, beautiful. You've got the butterfly in your symbol too. So yeah, this is about exploring that inner self-love and that creativity, because we have Venus energy, but it is mixed with Virgo. So it might be to start exploring, looking at the timing of different things to do with courses and things, or whether you set yourself up with like a couple of books and you see each book as a potential pathway for having your own course. Oh, Spirit's liking that when we said having your own course. Also looking into like in the future and things, have you ever felt guided to write your own course one day? Because I feel that you have a lot of information to bring in, to give to the world, is what Spirit is showing me. Sana, let's pick a card for you. So I hope that helps, Annie. All right, Sana. Oh, I can feel Spirit knocking at the door, like you were saying too. I feel like there's actually like 20 of them standing at the door. So whether you felt like this big energy coming and wanting to, wanting to come in and start to bring this, they're showing me the image of like water. So it's bringing in like floods. And what they're saying is like leaving your buckets out so that you capture this water as it comes in. So making sure that you are writing things down. Water also, remember, represents emotion. So tuning into your heart, tuning into your gut. What is it that your intuition is actually physically speaking to you? The other thing that I'm feeling is a pulsing and kind of like a wave-like movement that Spirit's communicating to you physically. So whether you're getting some trance mediumship stuff coming up, whether Spirit's actually coming through physically for communication. Let's flip this card. Look at this. You also have the card of the Lovers. So this is a beautiful energy. Spirit is working with you. Can you see that? And my third eye is tingling and opening as we speak. And I feel there's like a Vedic energy that's around with this too. So what I mean by that, for both the Christies on here, sometimes you will get where it resonates for more than one person. So if it resonates with you, please take that as a message as well. Don't worry about it at all. So yeah, this is really about like being in that space where you're receptive to Spirit. This is about refalling and reconnecting in love with yourself as well. I feel that this message symbolizes here. And it's looking at you're creating this new world that you're going into. Yeah, it's beautiful. It also feels like when you're stepping into this, it feels like the chance for new love. We can see this beautiful energy of the snake coiled around the egg. It might not be coming up so clear in this, but we can see, there's a certain fertility type energy that's around at the moment. I feel that Spirit's excited. They're showing me like channeling and writing things down. Let's just pick a quick confirmation card around this. The other thing I'm hearing them say is speaking your heart in regards to this. So we have the card of the Aeon, and this is Spirit coming together, as we were saying, and a bit of like trance channeling type energy as well with this. So very beautiful. I want to put my hand over my heart as I'm holding this card. So sending the energy of this card, the Aeon, to you as well. And it also has sort of like a flamed type energy down the bottom with this fertility, with these three kind of like womb babies that are here. The flame represents the flames of desire, the flames of manifesting. So what is it that you're lighting in terms of your desire? This all has, this has Nut, the Mother Sky Goddess, in this picture as well. So she is the goddess provided that provides to her children. This is on various different levels. You can ask for her to come in and to provide. She also helps to kind of like shelter that the innocence, but this is about like womb space. So possibly even meditating and stepping into your own inner womb space to get into that creation energy as well. So let's start taking some other ones. Hope that helps, Sana. All right, so Melinda Stacy, you're saying, what is the life direction that Spirit wants me to go in, please? Love your energy readings. Thank you, beautiful. Okay, so we're writing life direction, and let's get one for Christy Lee Griffin. Susan Newburn. Okay. Cassidy Morgan Siaza. Was Cesar? All right, let's have a look. So we're going to start one with Melinda first, Melinda Stacy. And this is about life direction. Okay, So what I'm hearing when I say like, what do we need to know in terms of like life direction, I'm getting this little ping type feeling, and I feel like my third eye is leading as far as like energy centers to do with the body. So they're talking about paying particular attention to your visions at the moment. And I've just written your name down, Christy, as well. So yeah, what is it that Spirit is telling you at the moment, Melinda Stacy? So I'm seeing blue pinging around here, and they're giving me the word pinging. So whether you've had like a little vibration, whether you want to like pop a crystal over it. Sana's also saying, love it, love you. Yes, you just open the door a little more. I'm in awe. Oh, thank you, beautiful. I'm sending you biggest kisses to the other side of the world. All right, so for Melinda, now just the other thing that I'm getting as well. Spirit is showing me the energy of a badger. So a badger to me is those beautiful creatures that have that tail, and I guess they can pat things with the tail. They've got claws to dig, but they do kind of like burrow and hide. Just seeing this sort of, it just takes me to days of Narnia is the other energy that I'm getting to do with this. So this is also in regards to life direction, exploring magic. So remembering in the Tales of Narnia, there was Lucy who, she would say, what was it, to the siblings about that there's a secret world inside the Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe story. She would talk about the secret world of Narnia that existed inside the wardrobe. So this to me feels to step outside the physical, to explore the metaphysical, to explore on a spiritual level, different things that are around. Go gather that insight, go gather that wisdom, that inner dialogue, and then bring it back into the physical. This is what I'm getting. Oh my God, look at this. Ace of Cups. Go and get that metaphysical, spiritual data, bring it back so that you can bring that magic through to the world. This Ace of Cups is the portal, but the key and the way to get there is through your heart and through your gut. So this is about you bringing something new into the earth. So you might have with this life direction, there could be something new that you're actually bringing in that hasn't been put onto the earth. Or it might seem like it's actual magic to you, whether this is on a soul level, something that's just really resonating with you. But it's a beautiful card. But it represents having to go to new boundaries and new dimensions in order to bring it back and allow that to flow. It shows a very prosperous card too. It shows some new kind of conception on that spiritual love level as well. So this could also represent new love coming up when you start to pay attention to where Spirit is taking you to do with this. So really exciting. So we'll pop that one back in, and we're going to Christy Lee Griffin, and we'll pick some other people in a minute. Okay. All right. I've got an itchy nose as we're going on to yours, so I'm not sure whether you've had allergy type things come up as well. Let's see what we get with this. So yeah, I'm starting to feel like a little bit allergy-ish around like nose, a little bit of tiredness as well. Whether you felt like it's a little bit harder to get up and moving at the moment, I'm just seeing like a little bit of this energy. So the other thing that we're seeing with the cards with this, I feel like there is sort of like a little bit of the standstill type energy, and Spirit is showing me what looks to be like a little bit of a dead end, or whether you're going in a certain direction and you felt like a stop, and then Spirit showing me you turning to the side and going, all right, well, if I can't have this, then I'm going to start to focus on this other energy. Oh, so Christy's saying, yes, I have. So I think that's in regards to the allergies and things we're just talking about. I'm seeing something to do with the gut microbiome, possibly also coming into interaction to do with the allergies. So whether this is about strengthening your microbiome, your gut flora, your probiotics and everything, to really help boost your body's defense system in regards to allergies and things. Because sometimes when we have allergies, there might be underlying gut issues that can be going on. So I'm going to flip this card. So we have the card of wealth. So if Spirit or the earth and physicality has shown you sort of like a little bit of a dead end in regards to trying to get something going, I feel that when you change direction, things kick into place. So it might be all of a sudden things line up, and that thing that you were trying to focus on manifesting might come back online, because this is the 10 of disc, which is sometimes referred to as 10 of coins. This is about physical manifestation. So it feels like you're almost there. This could be an issue to do with timing. We also have like a little bit of an organizational energy coming up to do with this, but it does feel like it's a little bit, the word they're giving me is divine in spirit. So we have this beautiful purple energy, that spiritual background. So what is it that you are trying to manifest? Because it feels like it possibly might have been out of reach. Maybe shift your attention, shift your focus, and come back to it. Let's see. Oh, hi Poppy, beautiful to see you on here. Okay, so I hope that helps, Christy, and yeah, let me know how you go with that. I look forward to hearing from you in the future. So let's see, we've got Kirsty Mubin. Let's have a look, and we'll grab some names soon. Oops, I'm just going to pop down and get this card. We just had one fly out of the deck. So for you, Susan Newburn, we have this energy here, which is the card of interference, which is kind of funny that this card flew out of the deck. It's almost like spirit interfered with the energy and tried to step in and kind of like distract. So having a look at like where spirit is coming in to distract, this is about like holding space, because there is energy around to do with Jupiter. This is an 8 of Swords. Someone might mentally be trying to distract you, or to oh no, Cassidy, you haven't missed yours. It's still coming up. So please stay tuned. You're welcome, Christy. So yeah, for Susan, it feels like whether someone is trying to distract you off your path, it feels a little bit like there's jealousy energy around, and that someone might also be trying to, for their own ego or their own benefits, make themselves to feel better. So sometimes people do this by squashing us, or trying to belittle, or trying to sort of like sidetrack, or try to, you know, get people to kind of like rally against us, different things like this. So just paying attention to if there's any energies that you're sensing that are not for your best and highest good, please pay attention to this at the moment. Close the blinds, close the doors to these kind of energies is what Spirit is showing me. Have confidence and have faith in yourself. Anchor these swords in. Start working with this beautiful abundance Jupiter energy. And I'll just flip a card for when you do. We have the Star come in. You're not meant to work in the way that everyone else does. You're meant to bring through your own beauty. You're meant to bring through your own way of manifesting, your own way of thinking. You create the new. This is not only you bring through your own knowledge and different things. This is about you being kind of like a conduit for Spirit to speak through you. So when you feel that divine inspiration, paying attention to what it is that your passion resonates with, and definitely going with the passion. The other thing that we have with this is we have beautiful roses and we have butterflies of transformation. Spirit is telling me this is a new way of thinking. So yeah, this is a very interesting card. It doesn't feel like that other people can tell you how to walk this path. You need to walk this path for yourself. But definitely stick your heels in the ground, it feels like, with this. Making sure, of course, that you are safe is another thing that I'm hearing. So making sure that you feel safe first is of utmost importance. So shielding and protecting on whatever means or levels possible. So I hope that that helps, Susan. So Kathleen Morgan, see Azra, I think it is. So let's pick one for you. Okay, they've picked 2 for you. So let's have a feel into this. Okay, so I'm actually hearing Spirit sing, and they're saying the words choir, and I'm seeing the word harmony come in as well. They're just showing me at the moment that singing's really good for like on a soul level. So whether there's different songs that you've been playing, or whether Spirit's trying to shift you into a different gear, I'm feeling a pain in my heart. It actually feels sort of like a little bit of a stabbing pain in the chest, or a dagger going in. So there possibly could have been a little bit of a heart affliction on an emotional level, because it feels more kind of like emotional. But sometimes when we have emotional things happen, it can lead to sort of like a physical feeling, but Spirit's trying to get you to like sing and to like lift and raise the spirits is what they're saying. Because even though things might still be good in some way, they can get better, is what I'm hearing Spirit say. So this is the year to keep working on yourself or working on a partnership with this kind of energy. Oh, thank you, Susan. Okay, let's flip this card. Oh, I think it might have been another Susan we're reading for, but if you're resonating with that too, oh, Cassidy, I'm sorry to hear that about the grief and anxiety. That definitely hits in the heart center when we're experiencing these emotions. I'm sending you lots of love to do with that. And the cards make sense actually as well when we look at them. So we've just flipped this. We have the Knight of Wands, which you can see that he's sort of like charging full steam ahead through this fire. This fire is transformative. Sometimes we need to like journey and travel through this fire in order to come out on the other side and to be cleansed and purified. So it can be traveling through these harder emotions. It can be tapping into the heart and feeling into this grief, which can be incredibly healing when we really, tap into it on a deeper level and look at the grief as a gift. We're so lucky to be living a human experience, as deep and dark as it can be sometimes. It's still such a gift to be in this human body and to have this spiritual experience in the body. The other card that we do have when you do walk the dark night of the soul, the other energy I feel with this is it's like walking over hot coals. So we don't believe that we can walk over hot coals, but when we kind of like hypnotize and psych ourselves up to this, we can do amazing things. We can transform our whole life. This is about higher learning on a self-help level, and a spiritual transformation is what it speaks to me. We have the energy. So you can see that this represents the happiest card in the deck. It represents transformation on a spiritual level. I'm hearing the words, it represents winning on a few levels. Hold on half a sec. Sorry, guys. So this sometimes represents getting some time behind you as well. Spirit is saying, please like paying attention to what we were talking about before in regards to songs. So maybe making a playlist or looking at a playlist, things that will help you to kind of like sing things out of your soul. And sometimes it's singing those songs where we make those deep kind of like heartfelt pleas in songs, different things like this. I'm glad this makes sense to you in many, many ways. So yeah, we do have the energy of the sun to come through, but there is that dark night of the soul transformation first. So get in the bath, put herbs in there, things like rose in there, get candles, do the self-love type things for you, top up your heart, thinking about it being like you wouldn't let your car run on an empty petrol tank. You wouldn't let your heart run on an empty feeling either. This is really about like a time for kind of like transformation and self-empowerment. So even if someone has done you wrong or there's that grief energy around, it's having to take the reins of this horse and starting to put things back into your life that help you to overcome certain situations. So really powerful message for you, Cassidy. I'm glad that you're still here to see this. I'm just going to pick a couple more people. So where are we going to? All right, so let's see. We've got Laura Lou, Blondie. So let's pick a card for you. And let's pick some more. Poppy Joy, let's pick a card for you, beautiful. And I'm glad that you liked it, Melinda Stacy. And we've got Anila Marachinak, I think. Anila. Sinak, I think. All right, let's have a look. So Laura Lou, let's go to you first. All right, so this was just jumping. We just had two cards jumping. So there is something, whenever they jump out and I see them, I hold them up because I believe that that's spirit wanting us to get straight to it, whereas I usually feel into them. With this energy, there is something of power around at the moment, but this is about you. I'm seeing your feet firmly planted in the soil, and I'm hearing spirit say, hold ground, hold ground, hold ground, because something is going to be moving ahead soon. So this Chariot card as well, yeah, really interesting. We have Capricorn energy, we have Sun energy. So holding ground to strive for the best and highest good. So this Capricorn energy as well is, let me see what they're showing me. Okay, so this Capricorn energy, they're showing me like a video game. So say like in Super Mario Brothers or whatever, you'd have like one ledge that you'd hop on. You might have some coins to get along the way, and then you jump to the next level, and then you jump to the next level. You don't just sort of see one at a time. This is about pre-planning your steps, is what I'm hearing Spirit say. Have confidence and pre-plan your steps, because when you do, there's this inner nurturing energy that you start to provide for yourself, and you get things spinning, you get the ball rolling. Yes, there might be some bullet wounds from past experience or trying different things, but that's how we learn in this life. You know, it's really important. We learn through mistakes, and we learn through trying. As that saying goes, practice makes perfect. You just need to be a bit more gentle with yourself in regards to this. So let me just see if there's anything else that they want to say. They're talking about love in relation to this, like practice makes perfect. But I also feel this is in relation to like business and something as well. I feel like there's a couple of little linchpin type things at the moment that can take shape and take form. But the main message is to hold steady, feet on the earth, get your shoes off, stand on the earth, literally, and start to feel this whirling vortex of energy, because I feel that your soul is trying to speak to you at the moment in terms of like manifesting and different things. It feels like really exciting energy. So I hope that helps. Poppy Joy, let's pick a card for you and see what's going on right now. All right, first thing I'm seeing is spirit molecules infused in water, and I just had some cards jump out. I'm just going to pick them up. So the card that we had for you, Poppy, is we have the Prince of Cups. So we have this beautiful card here. So you can see that this is someone who's working. We just said, didn't we just say spirit molecules infused in water? Look at this. This is someone in ET or spirit form with an eagle, which is that higher wisdom, that higher vision. They're bringing Kundalini magic, and oh, thank you, Laura Lou. I'm so glad that that it's helpful. So yeah, you're bringing magic, Poppy. You're bringing magic into the water, whether you've been doing special water blessings and things lately. Keep up that beautiful work, because I feel that Mother Nature and Spirit and the animals are thanking you for that. So hope that makes sense. I'm sure it does to you. Yeah, and we have Anila. Let's get a card for you, Anila. Alright, so I'm just feeling like a deep breath as we pick this for you, Anila. And I'm also feeling Spirit go like this. And they're saying letting something take shape and take form, breathing life into something. So what I'm seeing from Spirit is like really like breathing deep into your energy and attention and bringing it to around like that heart center for manifesting. And then I'm seeing almost like this, the word they're giving me is like an earthquake or kind of like a magnetic ripple out into the world. So they're talking about harnessing, focusing, bringing it in, adding thought, adding feeling to it, and then release it out to the world. And this might sound funny. It almost feels kind of like orgasmic when you release it out into the world. So imagining what it feels like with that orgasm energy, but sending it out into the world. So we have this card of science, which is the Six of Swords. So this might be something that you were trying to manifest, possibly on an emotional, intellectual level. Might have had like they're showing me like a literal fork, like an eating fork, but stuck in the road. So they're clearly saying that they might have felt like a fork stuck in the road, or like a little bit of a block around something that you're wanting to manifest. They're saying redraw new inspiration, capture that beautiful heart manifesting energy again and release it. But it's got to be released with power. Let's have a look at what card we get when we do this. Choose your own adventure card. So beautiful. This is really about, like, sometimes there's no right or wrong way for something to happen. This is about choosing something. So sometimes we might weigh things up or go, this is like the decision I need to make, or this is the decision I need to make. Sometimes just making a decision is the right decision, and sometimes not making a decision can be the right decision. It's not about having to do something perfect. This is really, it's the choose your own adventure card. You get to be like the master of your own story. So having a look into, are you the master of your own story at the moment? So I hope that that makes sense. Oh, Belle, the card that I'm using is the Thoth deck, or Thoth deck. So let's pick someone else. Louise, let's pick a card for you. I'm going to try and get to as many as I can. We have, oh, I'm so glad that you saw it, Poppy. I wasn't sure. And I'm glad that it makes sense to you. It feels amazing what you're working with. So thank you for bringing this beautiful magic into the world. All right, so Belle, let's pick a card for you. So what I'm seeing with you, Belle, not only am I seeing Spirit having a little joke and ringing all these little bells, they're talking about frequency, but they're talking about like bells resonating, and they're showing it in regards to different friendships. So whether you've had, so this is for you, Belle, whether you've had so whether you've had, let me just write down. So this is for Belle. Louise, I'm going to pick one for you next. So Belle, whether there's been like a change in resonance and frequency between different friendship groups, but Spirit showing me different bells will resonate, or different friendship groups will resonate with you at different times. This is Ace of Disc. This is about possible new beginnings or new friendships blossoming and coming into being on the physical level. So I hope this makes sense. Some people will come and some will go, but then it will be the right time, the right place. You know, different things will line up, and this is almost a birthing or a blooming of something new, something beautiful. So pay attention to new friendship groups coming through for you. Louise, let's pick a card for you. Okay. All right, so what I'm seeing come up at the moment, I do feel that there's something new to learn, but I almost feel like this message is coming from somewhere else. Whether this is information coming secondhand from someone close to you. Yeah, really interesting. Let me also see. They're just talking about like learning more. I'm going to flip this card because we're running out of time. This is about you sitting strong, sitting in your power. This is about you sitting in your heart energy. We have this beautiful swan who's looking after her baby chicks. So this is kind of sometimes about, you know, you staying in your own zone. Different cycles and times will come and will go. This is about like your medicine, your magic. We have the beautiful fleur-de-lis, I think it's called, on the bottom, the French symbol of that little triple symbol, which can represent most beautiful divine love. We also have the phoenixes on the shield too, but I feel that this is about you kind of like nurturing. I don't feel the phoenixes rising from the ashes with this. Oh, cool. So Louise, that is interesting. I'm going to start uni next month and starting a business at the moment. Perfect. So I did feel that there possibly might have been a little bit of gossip or a tiny little bit of, you know, sometimes like when we're doing well, others get a little bit upset or feel like they might not, or they wish that they could be doing that, or like a little bit of jealousy kind of rear its head. This is where I'm feeling you stay in that beautiful womb space energy, staying in the state of the Empress. So the Empress doesn't need to kind of like bow down to different people. She kind of like rocks it. She, you know, wears what she wants to wear. She does it in the most beautiful and regal way. So stay in this beautiful regal energy. Don't let anything of a lower vibration pull you down. Keep focused on your business. Keep focused on the good vibes coming. Yeah, I feel that you're going to be doing amazing, like with business and things, is the energy that I get. And I feel that there's some that want to disrupt in order to make themselves feel better, or possibly even because they're bored and they just want to watch almost like a real life reality TV show go down. So know the people around you that are more into that reality TV mindset and wanting to kind of like sidetrack things is what Spirit is showing me. You have a really beautiful heart. I feel that your inspiration and things behind business, they're showing me, is to want to help people and to want to make the world a better place too. So using that as your driving force, and it feels like that you'll go really far. And you're saying thank you so much for the encouragement. I'm so happy for what's to come. I am for you as well. It feels really good in the heart. Don't let others take that away from you. Keep focused on that. It's really beautiful energy. So I think we might have time to pick one more card. You're welcome, Manila. All right, so let's see. Elise Abu Murad, let's pick a card for you. Oh, thank you for the love hearts. Spirit actually just touched my, I was going to say my heart. Oh, Ray Louise, this is true. My heart is in it. It can feel that, and that will be contagious. If I can feel it all the way over here, where I am, through, computer land, others are going to feel this too. And this magnetism will bring you your true fans and your clients, and yeah, it'll bring you a lot of magic. So yeah, please stay in that. Sending you lots of love and blessings as well. Thank you. So yeah, for Elise Abu Murad, I'm just feeling into this card that we've got for you. I'm also seeing like music written, and they're showing me curly, sort of like almost like italic flowy writing, and it just, the word flow is what's coming up with this. Getting into like journaling at the moment, especially over this next week, feels really, really strong. Feeling your heart's flow come onto the paper, onto the words. They're talking about tapping into this deeper subconscious. So what I've talked about in the past as well is writing something possibly with your right hand and then answering with your left, because this will help to tap into that deeper subconscious state. Let's flip this card. Yeah, Prince of Wands. You have some energy about to move forward. Oops, I thought the computer just went for a second. So please write down what it is that's inspiring you at the moment. What is it your heart's desire? What is it that you want to take forth into this new year for yourself? Because it does feel like the fires of transformation are coming. It's also coming to burn things that are no longer supposed to be there. So sometimes this can also represent a little bit of a challenge, but if we're looking at it from the ideas of sometimes like the things that appear to be like a little bit more dramatic and fiery in our life can be burning up things that no longer need to be there. So looking at what resonates for you, I'm just being asked to pick another card. We have the energy of the star come through again. So you get to refill your cup. You get to bring the magic back in. You get to gift and share it to others as well. So when you let go of something, something else comes in. So it's almost like to bless it and say, thank you for being in my life. When something kind of like clears itself out, or things might crumble or fall apart, it's like to see it as a blessing and just say thank you for the new things that are coming into my life that resonate on a much higher, stronger level with me. So I hope that that helps. Let's pop these ones back in. And Rachel Welsh, let's tune in to your guides. All right. So remembering that I have my one-on-one sessions that are available only through my website. That's the only way that I take bookings, is through my website. If you're having trouble, please send me a message. No one else takes bookings for me. It just comes through from my website. So always go to my website for links. So Rachel, we've got a card coming up, and it was telling me to pick it up face up. So we've got the card of the Aeon. This in your guides, you can see your guide literally there. Look at Spirit standing there. We've got like a physical being, we've got a god-like being at the top, we've got baby energy around as well. So whether there's baby or fertility energy around you, oh, you're welcome, Elise Abu. You're really welcome. I'm so glad that that helps. So yeah, with Rachel, what I'm seeing is this is a perfect time for you to work with spirit guides. This is probably more something like one-on-one in a session, just because guides can be such a big involved thing, and we can spend an hour talking on this side of things. Yeah, this has also got flames of transformation within this too. So paying attention to your guides. I also want to mention to those of you that are interested in guides, and we do them in the aura drawings as well. So I'm just going to type in right now the link to my website so everyone's got it here. I did put it in the description box, but let's just pop it in here. It's just my name, Sorita, and .com. So there we go. I've just popped it down below. Yeah, so great way to start the new year. The 1 hour sessions are highly recommended because we do talk non-stop, but just about you and other people that you're wanting to look into in different situations and things like that. But yeah, for you, Rachel, this is beautiful. This is like spirit working with you. Also remembering that your higher self's very, very strong at the moment as well. I'm just going to pop that one back in. Kate Aubrey, we've got a few seconds to pick a card for you. I know you've been really patient. We've got the card of gain. Focus your attention on what is growing. Don't put as much attention at the moment to things that are not growing. So yeah, I hope that this helps. Sending you lots of love. Thank you for the love hearts. Yeah, focus on your passion. Focus on your love. Perhaps like getting things organized. I'm seeing lots of list writing happening at the moment too. I'm also seeing you care for a lot of others. I feel that you give is what spirit is saying. So please make sure that you give yourself energy, love and attention. Thank you, Anila. I'm so happy that that's helped. Sending you all lots of love. Please tune in next Thursday from 6 p.m. and we will do some more cards and I'll be answering some more questions. I've also just opened up some extra times because I've had a lot of requests for more times for January, especially because it is the new year. A lot of people want to have readings at the moment and kind of start the year off with a sense of purpose, a sense of direction, a sense of new fresh energy injected as well. So for personal readings with me, which go for an hour, we do an aura drawing, we do cards, we talk about the guides, we have time for questions. I let you record it as well for personal use because it's non-stop, just me giving information for that hour. So please make sure to book your time soon because a lot of them are filling up already. But yeah, sending you all lots of love out there and thank you so much for joining tonight. Bye.